Welcome back everyone to another episode of The Road Chose Me. My name's Dan, and as you can see, we have driven all the way across to the east coast of Australia. So this is our new reality. We are done with the desert for a while, and instead we have got beach after beach coming up. And tonight, something really fun. I'm out here shark fishing with my Uncle Ron. We are going to catch shark right off this beach. You want to see what that's all about? Stick around. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're down here on the beach. We've got Katie, we've got Uncle Ron, and we've got a mate of his, Ian, and we're out here trying to catch shark and jewfish. And so you can see the rods that we've got are pretty serious business surf rods. And down here on the business end, Ron's got a couple of hooks ganged together. And these are just on monofilament line, which means if we catch a shark on this rig, he's probably just gonna chew through that and we're gonna lose him. So this one is probably more so to catch jewfish, the other really big species that we're going for tonight. But on the other rig, which hopefully I'll be driving if I'm lucky, you can see this is a steel trace. So that is actually steel cable going down to the two meaty hooks. That means a shark isn't going to be able to bite through that, and we should be able to pull them in. Last time I was here a few years ago, we got a couple of good-sized shark right from the beach, and I'll tell you, it gets pretty exciting when you're winding in and then suddenly you've got a shark, teeth and all. So we're about to bait up. We're just watching the surf right now. Ron and Ian are experts at reading where is the deep water, where are the channels, where are the fish going to be. I didn't realize you can't just sort of cast out anywhere and hope to catch good fish. You have to really read where is the water moving, where are the deeper spots. And so they're kind of having a discussion right now. Things will heat up as the sun starts going down. So we're gonna put some bait on, we'll cast out, grab a seat in the sand, and let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, there's gonna be some sharks up here in a minute.
Here we are baiting the hook. So it goes in at the bottom. And at the top. That looks great. Here, sharky, sharky.
No.
Dan's big moment in the sun. Here he goes. Whoa!
Maybe a bit more. Should I bring it in? Yeah. So what we've got here is Ron's active fisherman method. We've got glow sticks, we're going to attach them to the end of the rods. That way when it gets dark, we can just sit back here and watch and they won't be moving much. Then if we get a fish, they're going to bounce like crazy. We know to run over there and grab the rod. So kind of lets us just hang out here while the rods are looking after themselves in the rod holders.
And why are we fishing in the dark?
Fishing in the dark because we're trying to catch shark and jewfish, which are predators, and they really come out at night and they're going to really be out feeding. During the day, and even right now, there's probably not much chance of getting one, but later on when it gets darker, that's when they're going to be out hunting.
Now we're gonna sit back, watch the lines, and enjoy some prawns.
All right, everyone, so we struck out the other night. We didn't even actually get a bite, which Ron says is pretty unusual for fishing out here, but it's a few days later and we're back. Because it's days later, the tides are different. So now it's coming on sunset and we're at low tide. So that means totally different water. We're actually on a slightly different beach, but same idea. We've got our two rods in, we've got our hooks all baited up. We are going for shark once again. We've got our steel traces. And a couple of things I need to mention that I just think is hilarious. The first one is you might see right at the end of the beach, there's a couple of surfers. Some of them are getting out, there's still some in the water. So we're on this beach catching shark, and Ron has caught many sharks right here in this spot, and there's guys surfing on the same beach as us. Hashtag Australia, I guess. And then the other thing is there's always two kinds of fishing I think of. The first kind is you just get some bait or a lure and go catch a fish and be happy. The second kind is crazy fisherman territory, which we seem to have entered in. Ron was up at sunrise this morning, went out fishing all morning for about 5 hours in the river, caught ourselves a whole bunch of blackfish. So that's this guy here is what's called a blackfish. And these are actually really good eating on their own if you were so inclined to eat it. But what happens when you're a crazy fisherman is you don't catch a fish so you can eat it. You catch a fish so you can cut it into pieces, bring it out here, put it in the ocean and catch a bigger fish. I don't know how many layers deep you can go. I think we're gonna stop at 2. Let's find out. And anyway, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get a shark off the beach tonight. And if not, we're just gonna keep persevering until we do. Looks like Ian just got a hook up. Let me know, Ian, if you want me on the gaff.
Yeah, I lost him.
Oh, wait a minute.
I lost him.
Oh.
Very good fish there.
All right, so, maybe next time.
Yes.
So we had a bit of a bite on our blackfish.
Little nibblers.
Doesn't seem like it was huge, but it definitely had a bit of a go at it. I reckon Ian's on a fish again, so I've got the gaff. We'll see what he wants me to do.
There you go.
Woo!
Just turn the light on quickly. Oh, sorry. Can it see it? Touch the screen. There we go.
Yeah.
The gaffer. Wait, what was it? A tailor.
Taylor.
Tailor.
Nice work, mate. Greenback.
Woo!
Greenback tailor.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Watch that hook wherever it is. So we got not much bait left here with our blackfish. We think it's small brim just annoying us more than the big guys we're trying to catch. So here I am, another new spot, trying again to catch a shark off the beach. This isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. In the past with Uncle Ron, we caught him right away, but so far no luck. And I'm actually solo right now. Uncle Ron doesn't love the look of this spot on the beach. He reckons there's no opening for them to come into this deep gutter that's right in front of me. So he rated my chances at about 20% of catching one down here by myself. He said he'll come down and check on me in about 20 minutes, half an hour. I reckon he's going to be here in about 5 minutes because he loves it so much. And sunset behind me just kicked off. I'm 3 minutes late getting the camera out to show you guys. But this is surf fishing on the beach in Australia. Where else do you want to be right now? This is paradise. Here we go. It's time to catch a shark. So here we are again, another beautiful afternoon. Sun is going down and Uncle Ron and I are out fishing again. And we haven't even had a bite. We've been here for about an hour, hour and a half. And so this fishing business, this is getting hard. I thought this was going to be really easy. And starting to feel like a job, you know. This YouTube episode, I have to catch a shark, otherwise the episode doesn't work. I'm mostly joking. We are having such a good time. It's so good to spend time with my uncle. We'd been sitting here for about 30 seconds when he said to me, "Life's tough, Dan. This is really hard." So yeah, we're living the good life. We're loving it out here. This is just so beautiful. I'll just give you guys a little bit of a pan around. This is the beach, just breathtaking. And still no fish. We thought this was pretty good looking water, but apparently not. We might try another spot here before the sun goes down. We're gonna drive back and see what happens. But I'm trying my best to catch a shark for you guys, so I hope you appreciate it. Fingers crossed. We know they're out there. We just have to get one. So here we are, everyone. It is the last ditch effort, and I think at this point pride is on the line for Uncle Ron. He's a little bit upset that we haven't caught anything yet. You can see him behind me. He's about to cast out again. The other rod's already out, and we've re-rigged, we've reset up. We're not running wire traces right now because the sun's out. We're not really going for shark. We're hoping to get a tailor, or maybe if we're lucky, a big jewfish, both of which are pretty good sized fish. I'll try and show you Ron casting. And so this is it. This is our last day. We get to fish together. If we don't catch a fish today, this is going to be an episode about fishing where we don't even catch a fish. We can't have that. So I get the feeling that Ron's going to sit out here until maybe midnight or more until we catch something worthy of a fishing episode. So stick with us. We're still on the hunt. So here we go, guys. The rod almost jumped out of its rod holder. Ron is on the line. Could be what, Ron?
Oh, ray or Jew. The ray, yeah.
Could be a stingray, could be a jewfish, we don't know. It's been running and pulling line. There it goes. So at times it pulls line. This is, there's something on the end of this hook. We're gonna find out what it is. If it's a shark, it'll probably bite us off soon and we'll lose it, so hopefully not a shark. So we have no idea what this thing is. My job, I've got the gaff hook. When it comes up on the sand, I'm gonna try and hook it in the gills and drag it up the beach. Hopefully it's something good that we want to keep. Obviously heavy, hey Ron?
That's heavy enough.
It's heavy enough, he says.
I can't feel any tail slap on the line, so I don't know.
Oh, it's a shark, I think. So the fight's been on for about 15 minutes. Ron is working hard, bending that big rod. Check it out. He's been fighting, and we just saw it for the first time in the waves. We're not sure what it is. It could still be a stingray, it could be a shark. Kind of anyone's game right now. Ron is still not winning exactly. This is a pretty close fight, actually. He only has 30-pound leader on there. So if he really lays into it, he's just gonna snap off. So the plan is, you know, obviously be a bit gentle. Oh, and it's going up and down the beach now. It's just gone the other way. There it is. Oh yeah, it's a shark. See that?
Yeah,
So it's a shark. What kind of shark? We don't know. Does it have teeth? I'm gonna find out, hopefully not the hard way. Look where it's hooked, Ron. Look how little the hook's holding on by. What kind of shark is it, do you know?
Edible one, anyway. There we go.
So there it is, guys. We just caught a shark.
Yeah, he bit one hook through and I hooked him in the pectoral fin with the other.
So the other hook is totally gone. We barely got him in. And he definitely has teeth. I can see one there. We'll show you more in a minute. But there it is, right off the beach. What is he, 3 feet long, 3.5 feet long?
Oh, I don't know.
He had some fight to him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of fight. Anyway, a bit of fun too.
There we go. Shark fishing on the beach. It's a real thing. They are in that water. Don't go swimming. He's still flapping around. I don't want him to bite my toes. Holy moly. So here we go, we're back in camp, celebrating a little bit. We were out of bait. That was the final cast on the final night. We're parting ways tomorrow. So if we didn't catch a fish then, it was all over. So this is it, this is our celebration. This is our shark. Ron is not 100% sure what kind of shark it is. What do you think it is, Ron?
No, I'm not sure. Maybe a thresher, maybe not. I don't know. It's a small shark, it'll be all right.
Maybe a thresher, maybe not. Because it's small, it should eat pretty well. And he definitely has some teeth going on. I don't know, he's not gonna, maybe he'll open his mouth now. Oh, there's only very small teeth in there. They're really hard to see. But they're definitely there, and they're like razor sharp little points. And then coming along, you see it's classic shark shape. And it's really interesting for anyone that doesn't know, a lot of the skin of the shark here, it feels like sandpaper. You can brush it one way and it's smooth, but when I try to go the other way, my hand really grips and it feels exactly like sandpaper. So it's a really crazy like texture, the shark. It's not what I would have expected for the skin. And you can see Ron over here sharpening his knives, getting ready. He basically wants to cut this thing up right now. So what's the plan, Ron? How do you cut up a shark? What do you do?
Oh, you take fillets off both sides, down that side, turn it over, then you've got to cut the meat off the skin, because you can't eat the skin.
Okay.
It's like sandpaper, as you said.
Yep.
So down here and through, and then you're left with all the skin there, and and do the same the other side, and the rest goes back. We recycle it, we put it back in the drink. That's where that ends up.
Just like that, we're gonna have more shark meat than we can eat for the next 3 weeks. Ron will take a bunch of it home and put it in his freezer, although of course he already has a lot in his freezer. But this is our task for the next, what's it gonna take, Ron? Half an hour, 45 minutes?
Oh, yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I think he's done this before. All right, so that took all of about 5 minutes and Ron has already cut it up. We've got these 2 fillets that you can see, this is a huge amount of meat. And so there's those 2 that are off either side. And then we kept some of the middle meat, which that looks really delicious as well. But then that's basically it. There's a little bit of belly meat there we could keep. There's some other pieces. But you can see like the main fin, obviously it's shark. And then let's just have a look, see if we can get in here and get his teeth. Oh yeah. So down here, especially on this bottom row, there are the teeth. They're only really tiny, but I'm willing to bet they are exceptionally sharp. And so I'm not gonna put my finger on those to demonstrate for you guys. But yeah, you can see Ron's done this so many times before, he's making quick work of it. We think this thing was about 15 kilos when I was holding it up, so it's at about 35 pounds, let's call it. Big enough you really wouldn't want it to bite you, and about 3.5, maybe close to 4 feet long. So that's the kind of shark you can just pull in off the beach. Ron said he's pulled in 5-footers, even 6-footers right off the beach. It's gonna be delicious, but you can see it's a fair bit of work. So there we go. I did the second fillet. I took twice as long as Ron did, but that's what you get when it's your first time. And that's it, there's our shark. We got about 2 buckets like this full of, you can see, this is the world's best delicious fish or shark. Looks a little bit like tuna to me. It kind of has that same texture and the same like lines in it that makes it tuna-esque. So that is gonna be delicious. We will definitely be having fish and chips in the near future with very fresh shark. So once again, thanks for watching. This has been a ridiculous episode of The Road Chose Me. Thanks, Uncle Ron. This is incredible. Hello. Fishing off the beach in Australia for shark. Maybe it's good that we didn't bring our surfboards with us. If you enjoyed this episode, do hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Plenty more adventures coming here in Australia. What will we get up to next? Well, we do know, but we're not going to tell you. See you guys next time. Maybe we'll bump into you on the road. What do we need? The knife? Yeah, we'll give up now, hey?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
We got what we want.
Yeah. As long as he's not going to get... Nah, he's not going to get away, is he?
No.
He's beat, hey? He's like...
I've got to go and carve it all up now.
Before we cut it up, we got to get a really good photo, Ron, of the 2 of us. Will you carve it up tonight or tomorrow morning?
Do it all now.
Down here on the beach?
No, back in the car.
Oh, we've got our water tank. We can just spray water from our water tank.
Yeah, right.
We've got unlimited.
Well, we have. We're heading back tomorrow.
Yeah.
There we go. It worked eventually.
And you did it on mono.
Yeah.
And you had 1 hook by the tiniest margin.
That's it. We easily got off. You saw I got it off. I
Yeah.
Yanked on it.
Jiggled it.
Yeah. Right, so there you got to go up. Go up.
He had some fight in him. There it is, the final bait, the final cast, the final everything.
It was. That was on that, on a little whiting.
Was it really? The whiting worked.
All that photo. I'd like to get it.